Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started, and today's starter, Andre Pallante.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Otto Lopez leading things off and takes a strike. Late swing fouled off. A miss, and he's down on strikes and one away.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Victor Mesa Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty.
Come on, Trey.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Scott sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. 1 for 4 in Sunday's game. And there's a ball. Conine turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. That one close, ruled a ball. 3-1 now. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
Take your base, ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-0.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Conine leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swung on, popped up on the infield. And Arenado makes the catch. And that'll do it. Marlins strand a pair. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in St. Louis. And today on the hill, Ryan Weathers. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move to a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Brendan Donovan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Weathers fires. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
The pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting second, designated
Yohel
hitter,
Pozo,
number
the next to
55.
hit. And that one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. And that one fouled off.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Two outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for the
Now
Marlins,
it's going to be
the
Jackson
designated
Holiday.
hitter, Jackson Holiday.
Palante back to work. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Scott pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Graham Pauley.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. Popped up. Arenado settles under this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting eighth, first baseman, Davison De Los Santos.
2 down, bases empty. And now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Contreras gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Nolan Gorman.
Second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Ryan Weathers will get back to work. Strike one.
No, ball.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is down low.
2-2.
That one missed.
You got a full count.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. On the ground. On to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Arenado matched a homer in his last game. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Redbirds down quietly. Move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. Myers, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. That one outside, and that is ball 1. And there's the strike.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Inside corner for a strike. And the count 1-2. And there's the ball.
2-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Back to the top of the lineup, and at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Top of the third, no score. Lopez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
Ball out.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first with 1 gone. Victor Mesa Jr., the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Lopez leads off first with 1 away. Just missed.
1-1.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine. Walked his first time. And ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Shea Langoliers, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Swing and a foul out of play. And a count 1-2. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's check
off
out the
for
latest
St.
news
Louis,
from around
the
the league.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And that misses. And it's 1-1. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The shortstop takes the ball. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next to hit, Jordan Walker. First pitch misses. One down, base is empty. That misses, and it's 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That's out to center field. Mesa under this one. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. That's a slider for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And that's too high. Pitch misses. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Just missing there. Full count, 3-2. And that's low for ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Donovan stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
1-0.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not...
Runner on the go. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Man at second.
Hey, ha!
Hit in the air, left field. And it drops in. Headed for the plate. He'll score. The Cardinals have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Yoel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. Struck out swinging his first time. In the dirt,
1-1.
ball 1. Donovan off of first with 2 away. Just
No,
missed.
that missed.
Strike 2.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in St. Louis, on to the 4th. And now for the Marlins, Ronnie Mauricio. That one missing inside. Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now the DH, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 1 so far. Just
missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Nobody out. Runner at first. There's a strike.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering
No, that's
upstairs. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Way inside, gets out of the way. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball down the left field line. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Graham Pauley.
Now the third baseman, Graham Pauley. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
High fly ball out to left field. Donovan settles under it, and there's 2 down. Davison De Los Santos getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. And a foul ball. That clips the zone. 0-2. Two outs. To third. And he can't come up with it.
Now batting, left fielder, Dane Myers.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's outside.
That's out.
Ball 1. First and second, 2 down. And that's off the outside edge.
Outside.
And that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two on, 2 outs.
3-1.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Next offering in there for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two aboard, 2 outs. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom 4, here's
Leading off for
Contreras
St.
now.
Louis, first
Saying you
baseman,
can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the
Contreras.
boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Next pitch is outside, and the count is 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Now he'll turn for second. Still able to fire over, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line, and once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed. Hit in the air, center field. Mesa. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Pedro
Pajes digs in now. He's 0 for 1. That's down and in.
Missed. That's a ball.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1-1.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ground ball left side. Slings it across. That's it out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Outside low, 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Man on second, 2 down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering misses down and away. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Now up for St. Louis. Mason Wynn caught looking his first time up. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Declan Cronin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fauché also throwing. Right side. Conine brings it in, and that is that. So the Cards strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Take it back to the basics. I'm a simplificist. I express what I impress. Wake up in the morning, like the party going out. I got on my I'm with you when I'm in my zone.
Palante back to work. That's outside, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Marlins
One ball, no
showing
strike.
great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Fastball is outside.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And that drops in for a strike. On the ground to third. Arenado to first in time. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Mesa Jr.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andre Palante gives way, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching
Matthew
for the
Liberator
Cardinals.
on a pitch out of the pen here.
Number
And
52.
compared to a lot of other relievers,
Matthew
strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so
Liberator.
the defense should be active.
And now Victor Mesa Jr. 1 for 2. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Ball one there.
1-1.
Gets him to chase after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Started after it. Appeal to third. Didn't go. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Griffin Conant now at the plate. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Shea Langoliers, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the first. And that's in there for strike one. And that one is inside ball one. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Marlins leave one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. That clips the corner.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
High fly ball out to center field. He's got it. And there's one away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. He reached on a walk his first time. bunting, and it's in the air. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Donovan in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Fastball for a strike.
1
2
ball,
down,
2 strikes.
nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That misses the zone. Now 2-2. And that's
Full
down
count.
and away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Donovan around third. He will score.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Weathers won't go any further, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
New
Miami.
pitcher for the Marlins, Declan
Number
Cronin.
51.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Pozo on at second with 2 down.
Nope, ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rips one to right, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. And that's in for a strike. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He made him pay for that one. His 16th homer of the year, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now up for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. Nope, he held back. Pitch is in the dirt, and now 3 and 2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Runner, take your base.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Arenado in the box again, takes a strike. That one down the line, and foul ball. Two outs.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that is foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So it's 4 runs for him on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on base. We're through 5. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ronnie Mauricio. Foul ball there. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So now here's the DH, Jackson Holliday. There's the strike. Liberator, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that's fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. The Cards leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Graham Pauley.
Third baseman, Graham Pauley.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, 0-1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Strike 2.
0-2.
And they'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. So they make short work of him there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Ronnie Enriquez getting ready to go. Fauché getting cranked up as well. That's in there. And the count 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Got him swinging.
Just a great slider right there, and I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Walker in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
The other way, and foul ball. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. before that was off the outside edge.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Scott jumps out of the way of ball one. Two down, nobody on. Inside, just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, left fielder, Brendan.
Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Scott, the runner at first with two gone. Cronin throws over. Scott dives back in safely. Outside low. And now it's even 1-1. And misses inside. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The Cards leave one as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Zach
Number
Thompson.
57.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Davison De Los Santos getting ready to hit.
Davison De Los Santos.
And first offering is fouled off. Curve in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses.
That's outside.
And it's 2-1. That one
That's the
missed.
ball. 3-1.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
So a
left
man at
fielder,
first.
Dane Myers.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. That one misses.
1-1.
And that's ball 1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Scott grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now batting.
Otto
second
Lopez,
baseman, Otto
the next up
Lopez.
for the Marlins. That one is
That missed.
upstairs.
That's the ball.
Man at first, one
1-0.
away. Fought off foul.
Now pitching.
Kyle
for the
Lady,
Cardinals.
ready or not, in the game now
Number
after the
62.
injury.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Inside,
2-1.
ball 2. And there's a ball.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there are 2 down.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Now the number 2 hitter, Victor Mesa Jr., 1 for 3. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two outs. Foul ball. Backed
That's
off
the
the
ball.
plate
That's
that
inside.
time. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. 1 left for Miami. It's 5-0.
Now pitching for
We're
Miami.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
53.
Calvin Fauché.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs it out.
And the batter now, Yohel Pozo. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Just off
Nope.
the outside edge. 1-0. Ripped to short. Mauricio with the throw to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting. First baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. His 23rd of the year. It's 6-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One out, base is empty. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Boucher, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as how sharp that breaking ball is. Look, I think sometimes it's best to go up there and actually look for the breaking ball, because if you're trying to hit the fastball and adjust to that breaking ball, which you know he wants to put you away with, you're just going to swing and miss.
And now Pedro Pajes throws to first in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
0-1.
That's strike one. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Gorman on third with two out. In the air, right side. Conine racing over to make the catch. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. That one to first, Contreras. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now here is Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
1-0.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
2 outs, base is empty. Ronnie Mauricio, the next up for the Marlins.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
2 down, nobody on. And downstairs.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the...
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Miami down in order. Still up against a 6-0 deficit.
It's never out of stock. Can you match it? Never met her match it. Talking about
On to the bottom of the
Leading
eighth,
off
and
for
the batter will be the
Cardinals,
shortstop,
the
Mason
shortstop,
Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
Fauché back to work. Outside low, and that's ball one. And another ball.
That's a ball. That's a ball.
That one misses.
That's time. Ball
So a
four. Check
leadoff
your
walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Now
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by
fielder,
swinging at something out of the zone.
So man aboard. And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. This to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now two aboard, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
So they're at the corners now. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Outside.
Ball.
Next pitch
No,
is
that's
outside. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Just
Ball.
missed.
That's up.
That's in there. And now 3 balls and a
3-1.
strike. To the right side.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul. Runners on the corners, no outs. And they're all loaded up.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Donovan.
Donovan, the
Ball
next to hit,
outside.
takes ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Base hit, 1 run in already. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Base is loaded now with still nobody out. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Calvin Fauché is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Ronnie Enriquez.
I think it's got to be a little
Ronnie
tough
Enriquez.
coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Pozo will hit next. And that one fouled off. And that
Nope,
misses.
ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Now a fly ball to right center. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's an 8-run lead.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now it's up to the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners on base.
And here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. He's already homered in this game. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this.
Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Cardinals 8 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Jackson Holliday. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Tank Hentz, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. McGreevy also getting ready.
Ball.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So up next, Graham Pauley. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses.
That's a ball.
There's a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. And up next for Miami, Davison De Los Santos. Fastball for a strike at 95. And that one upstairs. Fastball is outside.
2-1.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting. Left
Dane
fielder,
Myers,
Dane
the
Myers.
next up for the Marlins. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. First pitch
Ball.
doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike. Here's a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Leahy is just 1 strike away. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I ran out of poppers. If he knows me, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. 1 mic, 0 flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfight, I bring a blowtorch. Spending new money to fight an old charge. No such thing as no charge.
It's 6 o'clock, I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No ride to work for the day.